Coco bone strong. Coco, bone strong. All about money. So sweet like some honey. Tasting my chocolate chip cookie. I need an ass with no rookie. Yeah. Coco, bone strong. Coco, bone strong. All about money. So sweet like some honey. Tasting my chocolate chip cookie.
Hey, what's going on? It's your girl Tosh, aka Coco Bone, coming at you guys with a review of Blueface and Chrisean Crazy in Love Season 2, okay? I really don't want to do this review. I was dreading watching this fucking episode. I'm just like, these motherfuckers are not even together no more. Thank God. Okay, but then again, I don't know, like, I still don't know how to feel about Blueface being with his baby mom again. I mean, from a family standpoint, I guess that's good, but knowing Blueface and how the way he operates, like, the man just has a lot of trauma that his ass don't want to work on. And Zeus, I know you gonna listen to this and hear this. I don't care that you don't care about my opinion, okay? I stated what I stated. I said what I said. I don't want to do this fucking review. But for my Zeus fans, and I love all my Zeus fans, okay, that loves watching Zeus, like myself, I'm going to do this review. So, all right, you guys, let's just go ahead and get straight into this review. So, in the first scene, we're picking up from Blueface and Chrisean getting into it about Chrisean finally being pregnant with Blueface baby. Blueface decides to be his narcissistic self and tell Chrisean to leave their issues on the bus, for he is trying to focus on the weigh-in for the boxing match, but he had no problem dropping the bomb on Chrisean and telling her that he would like to get a paternity test because he believes that the baby isn't his. Go fucking figure. I mean, of course he's gonna try to deflect from the fact that you was shooting up the club raw God knows how many times. So what makes you think that this baby isn't yours? Typical narcissistic behavior, but okay. In the next scene, that's when Blueface and Chrisean get over the whole entire debacle between them so Blueface can focus on his boxing match for that same day at night. In the midst of this scene, Blueface, Chrisean, and his trainer Bobo is in the back getting ready for the fight. What the fuck type of name is Bobo? Any fucking way. Blueface come out and starts to stunt on everybody with his little intro, and while wearing the diamond iced out bandana collar around his neck, he beats his opponent and ends up winning the boxing match. Blueface is the only fucking boxer I know to wear a fucking diamond bandana chain around his neck while beating somebody to Yo, I ain't gonna lie, that part was kind of funny. Like, that shit was funny as fuck. If that ain't cocky, I don't know what the fuck is, but that part was fucking funny. Anyway, in the midst of this scene, Blueface, Chrisean, and his trainer Bobo was all in the Sprinter on their way back to the hotel after the fight. And in the midst of them talking about how the fight went, Blueface makes a weird comment saying how horny he is, and the match makes him want to fuck really hard tonight. Why would you say that in front of your trainer and the driver? And that was fucking weird. Like, you could have kept that to yourself. Like, I don't know if I was the only one that was cringing, but it's just like, what made you come out loud to say that? Like, I don't care about you being a rapper. I don't care about you having money. I don't care about you possibly having a big eggplant. Like, bro, chill out. Okay? Chill out. Anyway, Whack 100 meets up with the rest of them, and they go up to the hotel room to get ready to go out and party to celebrate for tonight. In the next scene, we basically see Blueface, Chrisean, and the rest of their crew turning up before they head back to LA. In the next scene, as Chrisean and Blueface is now back in LA at their house, Blueface and Chrisean starts to have an argument about why Chrisean lied about going back home to Baltimore to see her mom. Chrisean felt like he would get upset as she was leaving and taking a break from him. He keeps questioning the baby because he felt like she was seeing a dude rather than her mom, but Chrisean is telling him that he doesn't have nothing to worry about and they could take a paternity test. I guess they didn't had arguments before outside of Chrisean like leaving and stuff like that, because narcissistic, insecure dudes will get upset when their woman wants to take off and be somewhere else and stuff like that. But then on the flip side, to play devil advocate, coming from Blueface side of things, you know, because I don't like to just be only biased only towards the woman just because I'm a woman. I like to be fair and unbiased. I feel like from Blueface side, he just simply was just looking at it like, look, we're all grown ass adults. If you was just gonna go there, you could have just said that, which is facts, because I do operate that same way. Like, come on, we're grown. Let me know where you're going. You know, okay, I'll see you soon. And that's just the end of it, you know? So I kind of felt Blueface on that one too. But then as a woman on Chrisean part, maybe there might have been arguments we haven't seen where, you know, Blueface would get upset because she wants to leave. Because narcissistic, insecure men will do that. Like, they'll feel some type of way that you want to not be in their presence no more. And they have this like controlling thing. But, you know, hey, who knows? In the midst of this scene, Blueface's two cousins, Tiny and D5, and his homeboy, One Take J, decides to come over and basically have guy time and talk about Chrisean being pregnant and how fatherhood is to their baby mamas. In the midst of this guy talk, in walks Chrisean, and she's basically being nosy and wants to know what they're talking about. Blueface is bold enough to tell her that they were talking about her and the baby, and they're basically cheering to rock and the baby. In the midst of this gathering, in walks two more of Blueface friends named Scum and Zay. What grown ass man names himself Scum? I have no clue, but okay. But they all decided to head out to the studio now. In the next scene, that's when Blueface, Chrisean, and Blueface friends and cousins is now at the studio doing their 1-2 thug dizzle. Blueface decides to get in the booth, and Blueface is the laziest lit rapper I have ever seen a day in my damn life. That nigga went in there and was like, yeah, I fucked the bitch raw, and then I coming this way, and then like whatever that nigga was saying, he was like, that he got in the booth. He got in the booth, he was like, yeah, that's right. I swipe in and out like a credit debit card, and all these bitches know that mom over here banking raw. Like, what? What? Like, it was it was so lazy but lit at the same time. And I'm not laughing at no beat while he was doing it, because when you're in the studio, I know, because I do rap music too, like when you go in the studio and you put the headphones on, all you hear is doing your song, but like, well, the lyrics, but you don't hear the beat. The beat is in the headphones, but when I heard it on the beat, it sounded better, of course. But beat or no beat, that nigga is the laziest rapper and still able to be lit. Like, I've never seen a lazy ass rapper, yo. Oh my god, that shit was mad fucking funny. As Blueface is going over the lyrics that he just recorded, Chrisean is sitting in the studio looking sad all of a sudden. I noticed, like, when they panned the camera over to her, she just looked really down and depressed. Like, her mind was just somewhere else, you could tell. In the next scene, that's when we are introduced to Chrisean's sister named Tashiki and Tessa. She calls them in for support, being as though she wasn't feeling mentally well by herself in LA with Blueface. As Chrisean is talking to her sisters, she is truly having a mental breakdown in regards to the baby she's carrying for Blueface. She's saying a lot of crazy stuff, like she doesn't want to wake up after she go to sleep. She wants to find out the sex just for Blueface to know that it's his baby. Then she wants to abort the baby after that. But it doesn't surprise me coming from someone that had about 3 abortions. When she was making that disturbing comment, I mean, I'm gonna just keep it a buck with y'all. Me personally, I do not believe in abortions, because I just can't live with the fact that I got rid of such an innocent soul, you know, because of my selfish like situation, or my selfish decision as a grown adult. At the end of the day, as grown adults, we have to take accountability for ourselves and always hold ourselves responsible. And don't get me wrong, there are situations where some women, they go through, you know, SA, or they get raped, and, you know, they couldn't help that situation and get pregnant by that situation. But however, I'm not going fraud with y'all. God forbid that never happens to me or nothing like that. But if I ever had been in a situation like that, and I actually have a friend that has went through an unfortunate situation like that and had a beautiful, baby girl out of it. If I was to ever be in that predicament, I probably would have had the baby too, because that's just how much I don't believe in abortion. Me and my homegirl don't believe in abortion. So, it kind of hurts to hear Chrisean saying these things about aborting the baby. But, however, I do want to state that I am all for a woman making her own decision, because at the end of the day, I am not God. No one else is God. God is God, and God is the only one. The Heavenly Father, to be more specific, is the only one that can judge you for your actions when that time comes. So if that's how she felt, fine. But me personally, it was making me cringe, because I don't personally believe in abortions. But a woman has a right to do with what she wants with her body. I do believe in a woman having a choice for herself. You know what I'm saying? In the midst of this scene, Chrisean and her sisters are now sitting by the jacuzzi, and they're trying to talk sense into Chrisean, but she's not trying to hear them, for she's having a mental breakdown within this moment. And when she was saying stuff like, oh, I just want to go to sleep and not wake up, I felt Chrisean on that, because unfortunately I had got to a really dark, deep place. I just didn't want to be here no more. I don't want to live no more and stuff like that. But Chrisean, baby girl, you gonna make it through. Trust me, we've all have been there and had completely terrible down moments, but you are a very strong girl that's growing into a woman. Well, you technically are a woman. You are a very strong woman, and you're gonna make it through, baby girl. Just keep your head up and just keep strong, boo. And in the last scene, Chrisean breaks down crying and screaming to her sister Tessa that she doesn't want to be famous anymore, and her other sister Tashiki comes to console her right along with her other sister Tessa. And I felt her on the not wanting to be famous, because people really overrate the fuck out of fame. Me personally, I'm only doing this because not only that I love the fuck out of YouTube, I love getting on here and completely being transparent and just being myself and not holding my tongue or anything like that and just giving my opinion. Like, I really truly love YouTube and I love like what I do. But if I had to choose between money or the fame, I'll just choose the money, because I feel like with fame, you no longer have privacy. Now Chrisean got to go through this breakdown in front of the whole entire world, including in front of my eyes for all of us to see, when this is something that needs to be behind closed doors. You know what I'm saying? Living your personal life in front of the whole world and not having everybody mind their damn business is not easy. So I felt Chrisean on her feeling like she don't want to be famous no more. Chrisean to me was always very authentic and real, and I think that's the part that made vampire fucking Blueface attracted to her, because in my opinion, that nigga is an energy vampire. In my opinion, Blueface, because of his trauma that he's choosing to not deal with to make him a better man, he is a very negative, bad person. And negative, bad people are always attracted to positive, good people. When Chrisean first came out, she was about sports, and she had a glow about her. Like, she had this light and this energy about her that was so attractive. It was like Blueface was the moth and he was attracted to her light, basically. But when that moth got a hold of that damn light, honey, the moth was sucking the energy out that light bulb to the point where that light bulb had fucking shattered. And I feel like Chrisean is a shattered light bulb in this moment. That light that she once had, that glow that she once had, is kind of gone until she gets herself back on her feet and she gets herself together. Now, lately, on Instagram, she has been doing her 1-2, her thug dizzle, and turning up with other celebrities, and she was at the BET Awards. Like, she has been doing her thing, you know what I'm saying? But it just sucks to see the Chrisean back then versus the Chrisean now. This girl that lost a tooth because of this nut ass nigga. This girl that had to endure so many different bitches. But then again, when you're dating a famous rapper, I feel like that's what you gotta expect, because you can't expect for famous male rappers in particular, to only be about one woman. Like, they sold their soul to hit every ass of every color. So to expect a male famous rapper to be a faithful man, that's just not realistic to me, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? But Chrisean, if you ever hear this or listen to this, keep your head up, baby girl. As a woman, I could understand your pain. I could understand your struggle. But trust me, you're definitely going to get through it. And just keep your head up and hold your head up high, and just just keep shining. Don't ever let nothing or no one, no man or woman, hold you back from being the best version of yourself. And guys, that is it for this review. I hope you guys did enjoy. You guys know that I don't do like the next episode preview and all that stuff. I just like to wait until the episode to air and I just go ahead and give my opinion and stuff like that. So please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, show your girl some love, help your girl get to 3,000 subs. Make sure to leave some suggestions down in the comment section down below. And please give me a big thumbs up, for it helps to push my videos further out into the algorithm. I'm out this bitch. Deuces.